The best investment that I could ever make would be the investment of Christian education.
I look back and see it as probably the most significant thing we have done as parents.
Christian education has prepared our family for the future in a way that I feel very good about the investment we have made.
One thing I experienced through Christian education was the importance of faith integration. And I had Bible teachers also that drew from the text themes that also emphasized peacemaking, racial justice, dignity, and alleviation of poverty.
It changed how I felt about myself and my church and the world, really.
We also got an invitation to participate and a building up of ethics that prepared us to engage the world critically and with an attitude of humility and on a quest for justice.
I encountered in Goshen just a remarkable set of mentors that shaped my life in ways that I still am understanding.
Took me to many places in the world and set a tone for how what the choices that I made for the rest of my life and how I now raise my family and how I interact with my colleagues. And I mean, it was huge.
I think the returns are immeasurable.
We don't get a chance to do this over again with raising our children. And I wanted to give them the best start, the best education that I knew was out there.
I would love for them to have graduated from the middle schools in the city. Like, that's where I was brought up at. But then I said to myself, a Christian school, it sets morals and gives them accountability.
It was just clear to us that we wanted them to have the same opportunities and exposure that we had growing up.
When our children started school, I realized that's a significant amount of time. I mean, that's 8 hours in the day. It matters to me who they are with, who their teachers are, who their peers are.
I cherish deeply as a parent that when my children needed counsel, they could go to Christian teachers at the schools.
We need to have a community that helps us raise our children.
What I couldn't do, they helped me do.
I just like how they care for the kids. They do.
We went to our kids' orchestra concert, and I told them that was an evening of where it is very evident that you have teachers firing on all cylinders and you have kids who are engaged.
Not only financially, but emotionally and spiritually, our commitment to being in the way of Jesus does have a cost. However, the benefits far outweigh the cost.
For us, this was a priority. We wanted to set aside something so that all of our children could experience Christian education.
Wherever you are in the sphere of income or resources, you still make a priority.
There's a lot of discretionary choices that we make, and we did without some things in order to send our children to Christian schools.
All you could do is see how much you're paying a month and say, I can't do this. Or you could look at it and say, how can I do this? And take out other things. Personally, I wouldn't rule anything out if you want a better education for your kids.
Education is the means by which generations communicate to the coming generation what matters.
Now she sees herself going into college. Before she was like, Mom, I don't think I'm gonna do college. Now she sees it and she has, higher goals.
I've noticed kids bringing home questions from the classroom that we can sort of slice and dice and develop more around the table every evening.
Take the risk. I think it's worth doing.